Hello fellow old schoolers, and welcome to some more old school magic here. Now, while I'm waiting to get some more games in, I just thought I'd put out some deck text of the various decks that are on the channel. And I think I'll start with introducing a spicy brew. We only have one version of this on the channel so far. I think I'll put a link to that game in the in a comment or in the description of this video below. It's a deck I've affectionately dubbed the Demon Engine, and here it is. It's named after that Yawgmoth demon in the center there. He's a 6/6 flying black demon with first strike, and each turn I have to feed him an artifact, or he will tap and do 2 damage to its controller. Now, the Yawgmoth demon is seldom seen, at least where I'm from. I've never had the pleasure of facing one myself, so this deck is just an attempt to try to make it, sort of function. This is by no means a tier 1 deck, just testing out the card pool and putting in some more unorthodox cards here. Now, the backbone of this deck is those Yawgmoth priests that I imagine are the disciples of the Yawgmoth demon. Their job is to make sure that the Yawgmoth demon is birthed, and to that end they use the robots in the top row. We have a lot of fast artifact mana from the Mistress Workshop and the mana vaults to get those out rather quickly, and then there's like this recurring theme where they can just reuse these robots all the time, as they can tap to destroy an artifact creature and gain as much mana in the color black as that artifact creature costs. So, well, in the most basic way, you can like cast a Triskelion and then shoot with that, and then just sacrifice it and use that mana to cast another robot like a Tetravus or another Triskelion, and then shoot with that again. And there's a way to gain even more mana if they sacrifice Sushis. Then there are all those carrion ants that will be boosted by that mana. So, for example, as we see here, one of those priests, I can just sack the sushi here, and one of those ants are outside. Then we gain 4 colorless mana for the sushi going to the graveyard and 4 black mana for sacrificing the sushi. That's 8 mana we can just pump into the ants and attack. We can even put additional mana on top. All that mana can be used to fuel Brain Geyser and other stuff as well, obviously, as well as just getting more artifact creatures out there. Now that's the Sushis in the top right there. If we use Triskelions, we can get them in, shoot the counters so that it becomes a 1/1 creature, sack it to gain 6 black mana, and just play another robot. Tetravus is sort of the same. We can play that like this, and then split it out into 3 1/1 small flying robots. Then the priest can say, alright, we'll sack the main one. It still costs 6 mana to cast, even though it's just a 1/1 creature now. That provides us with 6 colored mana. Black mana that we can then use for something like Drain Life, and we can even pump even more in it from our lands and the Sol Ring, so we could actually shoot for 9 or 8 here, gain 8 life and do 8 points of damage. Another viable way to use the 6 black mana is just to cast the Yawgmoth demon here, and now he has his own little food package down there. He can eat those 1/1 robots and thus be kept in order, so he doesn't tap and do damage to its controller, because there are all those small artifact creatures. So besides that sacrifice theme, then we have the Animate Dead, just to bring the creatures back from the graveyard. If we want to, once we've sacked a Tetravus, we can just bring it back with an Animate Dead and split it up one more time. And can keep on doing that if we have that Skull of Orm to the left of the Yawgmoth demon. It costs 5 colorless mana and can bring an enchantment back into your hand. So you can just recycle and animate dead all the time and keep on bringing those robots in for additional mana. On the other right side of the deck picture here, we have the copy artifacts. I can just copy for even more robots, and those can be brought back in with the with the Skull of Orm as well, so we can just keep on going like this. At the bottom row, we have a couple of Icy Manipulators and a Royal Assassin, so that's just the old combination where we don't have a lot of spot removal here. It's mostly about the combinations, so we can use the Ices to tap down creatures and make the Royal Assassin assassinate them. And yeah, we also have the drain lives, but apart from that, it's mainly the Triskelion guns that will keep us alive. And then we just need to produce a lot of big beaters, sacrificing beaters to gain even more beaters out. On the right of the Yawgmoth Demon, there's another card that very rarely sees play, and it's the Cry Shield. It functions like this. For 2 colorless mana, we can use it as a fast effect, and it will boost the toughness of any creature we have, with X, where X is the casting cost of that creature. And that functions rather nicely with those robots, because they are so expensive to cast that even if they have shut out all their counters from a Triskelion, or if a Tetravis has split up, it'll gain +6 in toughness from a Cry Shield. So it becomes a real wall here, just able to block anything that Old School can throw at it, save like a Force of Nature or something like that. And robots with the Cry Shield can also work well with the Diamond Valley. Say we shoot everything with a Triskelion, it now is a 1/1 creature, kind of useless, but it has done its damage. Then we use the Cry Shield. It gains +6 in toughness, and then we can just sack it to the Diamond Valley, and the Diamond Valley will give us as much life as the creature has in toughness. So that's 7 points of life on that 1/1 Triskelion. Now we can use an Animate Dead to bring it back in full on with counters again, and we can use the Skull of Orm to bring back the Animate Dead. Just continue doing this, gaining 7 life each turn. And that's just one example. Tetravis will function sort of like the same, and Sushi will provide us with 8 life and 4 colorless mana each time we do this. Another option that the Cry Shield brings is just as a fail-safe for the 1/1 creatures in the deck. Say someone wants to bolt the Royal Assassin, it's a 1/1. Well, he can use that shield. He'll gain +3 in toughness, thus providing just gaining 4 or being 4 in toughness, making him immune to the Royal Assassin, to the Lightning Bolt. It also works that way with the Yawgmoth Priests, as they have 2 in toughness and cost 2 mana, so they can just arm themselves with that shield and have 4 in toughness, thus becoming immune to lightning bolts as well. And obviously 1/1 robots will become non-boltable, as they have 7 in toughness after the shield has been activated. So all in all, just a very spicy and very it's a card that provides a lot of synergies with the deck, and also with the Diamond Valley. Now, that was a brief rundown of the Demon engine in a nutshell. Let me know in the comment section, you guys, if you find these deck techs usable. It's just for inspiration, and I'm thinking about I could probably just get one for each deck and just link down to them with each video as well, as it is a bit more in depth at least than what I have time for in a usual matchup. So I'm considering doing one of these for the Composition A as well. But yeah, as for now, in a few days there's a new tournament. It's a spontaneous get together, the Eel Castle Cup 1.0, the first Allboy Electric Eels tournament coming up pretty much out of the blue. So yeah, that's Saturday. We'll see what happens, and I will try to get some games recorded. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.